Hello guys and welcome back to I Love EditorX. Today I want to show you how to create this scroll animation. Basically it's infinity text scroll. Alright, so I already created all the designs right here, but we will do it from blank, from scratch, and before we will start we need a plan. Alright, so this is my XD file and we must have a text that fills the whole site, or at least shape, image, whatever you choose. Okay, why? Because we want this animation to be infinitely, and to make it infinitely, basically what happened, this text is start scrolling to the left, right, like this, and currently this text is bigger than the screen, so as we start scrolling we see the rest of the the animation is look okay, but when we are scrolling too much to the left, so we start to see a white gap, right? We don't want to wait until this text element will cross all the way to outside the screen and then only then jump back to the beginning. We want to make it like very smooth, right? So to get this effect, I need to create two elements that they are identical in their width, and then I will change this background so we can see that this is two different elements. Alright, so what I need to do, basically I need to make sure that this text is following the first text, and then I can calculate it. If I know what is the screen width, I know what is the amount, and this text element width, I know the amount of pixels that I need to translate this text. Okay, so what happened when I translate these two elements at the same time, and then when the first element is finishes animation, that means is crossing outside of my screen, I need it to jump back to the beginning. Okay, just like something like this. Okay, now they are overlapping, but I don't know, something like this, and then I will continue to scrolling, and again when this text element is crossing, it needs to jump back. Okay, this animation should be infinitely. Alright, so this is our plan. We need two text elements. For this example, this is the text element, but you can choose whatever element you want to do. Alright, so I will dock it to the left side and make it center. Currently this section is 100 VH. Alright, so I will change this text to 50 pixels, and I will type I love EditorX, and I will add 4 spaces, maybe 5, and I will keep pasting. Okay, for now I need this text to be 100% from the screen width, and I will keep pasting my text, and you see when the text getting to the edge of this section, it starts to warp. So I need to make sure that I have enough text for very big screen. Alright, so I will add like lots of text, and now instead of 100% I will change it to be fixed. So right now it's exactly the same width as my screen, but I need it to be bigger. So I will set something like 2100, and I see that I still have 2 lines of text, so I will try to increase it and find the exact point that my text is stopped being 2 lines. I need exactly 1 line. This is going on 400 Two. Oh my god. Alright, so now I will change its size to be as close as I can before it starts to be 2 lines. Alright, something like this. Let's make it round. Alright, and I will dock it again to the left side. Great. So we need 2 of these elements, so I will duplicate it, and again I will dock it to the left side, and it should be absolute center, but I will push it a bit just so we can see our both elements. Alright, so for the first one I will give it some background color, just for us to see exactly what is going on with the animation. Alright, so we have 2 elements, identical width with width. They must have fixed width in pixels. Alright, so what is the first thing we need to do? We need to push this second element, second text, right behind this text element. Okay, so I already create this code, but we will go line by line, so you will understand exactly what is going on. I'm trying a different method that I did in my previous video, because I saw lots of people have questions that I guess I didn't was really really clear. So I will try to do it as you do. Basically, most of the time you copy in the code, and then you try to figure out how to apply it in with your design. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So basically I'm importing the Wix animation. Because I'm going to use animation, I need to import this service. Alright, so first of all, I will jump into the animate text function, and you can see that I call it in already, so it starts to working when we are launching the page. So first of all, I am storing my 2 text elements as a variables. So this is the first one. I will change my ID. Wait, I need to remove these IDs. You know what, let's change it a bit. So I will call it animate text for the first one, and this will be the second one. Alright, and now I will update these IDs. Alright, so we have number 1 and we have number 2. This is holding this text element, and this text element holding this. Alright, so first of all, what I'm doing, I'm getting the window width. Why I need to do it? Because I need to know what is the screen width, so I know exactly how much I need to scroll. Alright, so what this function does, let's search for it. Okay, simply he is awaiting, is getting the window boundaries, and inside this this one is giving me lots of information. One of the information giving me the window size info, window width. So this function is return the width of the window. So for this example, I will preview my site, and you can see that here it said console log. I can type window width is, and window width is, and I print the window width. So let's see it on the live site. This is the live site, and I will inspect it, and you can see that window width is this number. Alright, great. So this is my first step to get the window width. Okay, so I will keep it here so we can monitor it later. Alright, so next thing I need to, you know what, I will ignore it just for now. For now I know that my text width is this number. Alright, so I will set text width. I need to know the text width because I need to know how much to scroll to animate this text. Okay, so now this text width is a fixed number by pixels. Alright, so what we are doing next, we start to animate. Wix animation timeline, add, this is the first animation we're going to do. Text number 2, okay, this one, the purple one. We translate it on the X as much as the amount of the width of this text, which is this number, and the duration is 0. Okay, so I will comment out all this rest of the text and we will see what happens. So I will make it like 1 second, 2 seconds, so we can see what happened. And let's preview the site. You see, it translates back exactly as much as its own width. So now you can see that they are identical. They are one after the other. Okay, so this is my first step, to translate it. So this text will be exactly behind this text. Okay, so first animation is this line, okay, is on complete. So what happened, I'm animating this element, the purple one, and then I said play, and then immediately after I said on complete, when this animation is completed, right now it's after 2 seconds, what we are doing, I will explain why I store this. You know what, let's do it like this, and then I will show you why it's necessary. Alright, so next thing, I want to animate okay, I want to animate this element and this element together, so they cross the side, so across all the side from right to left. So what am I doing? Repeat -1, that means this animation will run infinitely, it will never stop. So first element I'm animate is the first one, the pink one. And what am I saying? Basically I said you will go on the X minus your own width, right, which is this amount of pixels. And the second animation, this is it's taking 20 seconds, so it's like slowly translate from right to left. And the aging, it should be linear. Why? Because if it's not linear, you will see the animation happen. It's not that smooth. And the second animation that I'm doing is this purple one. How much is scrolling? Basically scroll to point 0, which is right now. This is the first position, this is the original position, and it's in position 0. And how much? Same amount of time of this one, right? Basically, because this is always should be identical, I can store it as const speed equals to 20 seconds. Alright, so I can change it to speed. Alright, and now and this one is happening at offset 0. That means this animation is happening together. And then I said play, and what happened here, this animation is playing. When it's complete, this animation is start to roll, but infinitely, it never stops. When it finish the first animation, it will jump back and it will never stop. Alright, so let's preview it and see how it's happening. So first is go back, and then you can see I have overflow here, and then this pink start to roll back to the left, and this purple is following it. So look what happened when the purple is finished, the pink is finished its animation, it's jumping back. This both text elements jump back to the start, but it's happened with no duration, so it's like blink of the eye, so you don't notice this. I can show you how can I show you? If I said yo-yo, I forgot. It's something repeat. Repeat is no repeat. I forgot. Never mind. Anyway, so let's see again what happening. After 20 seconds, this animation is taking 20 seconds to happen. This is start to going all the way outside of the screen. The purple one is following him, and then when this pink is finished his animation, they are both jumping back to the start, but you won't see it happening. You see, like right now, you see, you won't see it happening because it's happened with no duration. Alright, so what we need to do now, basically they need to overlap each other, but before I will do it, I will need to explain to you why I use this. I will comment out this repeated text animation variable. Why? Because sometimes we want control over this function, this animation. Okay, so for this example, I will copy this text. I will paste it right here. Alright, so this this button will control the animation. It will activate it and it will stop it. So let's add a click event for this button. Alright, and you know what, I will remove it because I already have it. This is this click event. I don't need it. I need to get this one to the right section. Oh my god, I put it in the header. Alright, so I put it right here, and what happened? Oh, it's changed its ID. Wait, play animation button, and I will add the on click event. Alright, and look what is happening. So I want to control this animation, but this animation is inside this function. Alright, so basically I want to tell this animation to stop. So if I can't color, so I need to store this this week's animation timeline as a global variable, and then I can say repeated text animation. I know this is object of timeline type, so I can change it right here and just add animation to it. And now, because this is a global one, I can call it right here. So what I'm saying plain animation on click. When you click on it, what you are checking? So because our animation is starting automatically, so I add another variable that says animation is playing. Is asking if animation is playing, and the answer is true because it starts automatically. So here on click I'm checking if animation is already playing. So when you click, pause the animation, and if it's not running, so play the animation. Alright, and finally I changing this value to opposite from what it was. Alright, so let's see how it's happening. So when this animation is running, when I click on this button, it stopped the animation. Why? Because it's already running. And when I click again, it's keep moving. So now I have control of about this animation. And why it's also important? Because for better performance, sometimes you want the animation to run only if I'm like see it. Okay, so for this example I can say this is the animation section, so I can change this name to animation section, to be specific, text animation section, and I can say on viewport enter you should play let's copy. You know what, we need to do exactly the same. Basically no, we need to play the animation, but only if it's not playing. Alright, so I need to ask if animation is playing, so do nothing, right? But I need to add the, I don't know how to call it, but that means it's false. That means it's not playing. So if it's not playing, I need to play the animation. This is when we are scrolling into this section, and also I need to update this one, the status. Okay, basically this is the status. Alright, so let's try it. What we are going to do, we are going to, now it's running, I will stop it, I will go out from this section and I will come back. It should stop playing, and you see it's playing even if I stopped it. Alright, so it's working. So what we need to do when we are leaving, we need to do the same thing, but only to stop it. So I will click this event handler, I will create another function, and I need to say basically the opposite. Okay, so if animation is playing, you need to pause it, right? And update the status. Alright, so let's see. So now the animation is running. So I will go out. So basically I don't know if it stopped or not, but you know what, we can say this way. I can console log here, console log stop. Alright, so this is our console, and so I'm scrolling out of this viewport, and and you see I have stop here on the console, and when I go back the animation is continue. Alright, this is working. So all we need to do is to fix our design. So first of all, let's remove this background from both, and I will make them both absolute center, and let's publish the site and see what happens. So this is our site. So this is, wait, what happened? Oh wait, this second element is docking to the top. I need to remove it. And also what is alright, and also we need to remove the initial start of the text animation to duration fs, so we don't see the text scrolling outside of our view, screen view. So let's refresh it, and you can see I have overflow content here, so I can see exactly what is going on. So the animation is look like it's infinitely, right? I will stay here, and it's look good. So look what happened when it's getting to the end. It's jumped back and we don't see it. I think right now it's jumped back, yeah, and we don't see it. Alright, so this is working, but we have a problem of overflow content. So the way to solve it, I will add a container. Alright, and I will drag these elements inside this container. But the most important thing, we need to, it will be absolute center, same as the text, but the overflow content will be height. This is super important. So I will drag the first one inside this container, and I will drag the second one inside this container. Now they are child of this container. So you can see that everything that is outside of this container, you won't see it. So now let's again center our element, absolute center. I will take the first one from here. Again, it should be docked to the left side and no margin from top or bottom. So now they are exactly on top of each other, and this container will be 100% of its parent, which is this section. And I don't want height. I don't want it to be to have a height. Alright, basically the content will give it the height. Alright, so just for styling, I will add I will remove the border from this container. Let's remove the border because we don't need it. But I will add a shadow from bottom with no blur, solid color. It will be this color. Alright, so you can see I have like a very light line from the bottom, and I will add a gap. I want another line on the top, so I will add a line here, and it will be 100%. So you can see that 100% is bigger than the container. Why? Because the text is make the container bigger. So instead of 100%, I will say 100 view width, and now it's exactly same as my screen. And again, the container also should be 100. No, I think it's okay. Alright, just this line, I need to make it identical to my design, and the container should be 2 pixels, same as the line above. And now I will change this text color to be really light, something like this, and I need to catch the text behind of it. I will select it from here, edit text, it should be also same color like this, and I will add margin for one of the text, so it will keep a bit of a gap on top of the bottom. Alright, something, maybe it's too much, say 30 pixels. Alright, so let's see the live site. I will publish the site, and let's refresh it, and you see it's very light design, and you can see that I don't have any overflow content right here. Alright, so just to finalize our design, I will copy this beautiful woman, and you can see that the image basically is rotating from, but with no animation. It's just from here. See, 5%. So I will copy this image, I will paste it as a child of the section, and it should be floating in the center, something like this. Only my button, I need to catch it. This is the control the animation, so I put it like this, 30 pixels. Alright, so let's publish it and let's see what we have. So it looks something like this, and if I click, I stop the animation. If I'm going outside of this section, the animation, if it was playing, is stop. If I will go back, it keep rolling. Alright, this is exactly what we want to do, but what we are missing here is the breakpoint. So let's say, first of all, we can't use text scale here, because text scale is also make the width of the text smaller. So we must use fixed text with pixels, with no text. But what happens if I want to change this text size on tablet? So this is exactly why I create this function, get element width, and I break it to different breakpoints. Okay, so first of all, I will copy this text, this amount of pixels, and you can see that I said the first one is desktop. Okay, so this is the pixels index desktop. So right here, I basically call this function to get the window width, and then I ask if the window width is bigger or equal to 1001, which is the desktop, you can see. So I return the text size in pixels for the desktop. So let's adjust it to mobile. So let's say for tablet. So let's say on tablet I want these pixels to be only 30, right? So for both. So I will set it to be 30, and now I will change also the margin to be 15, let's say, something like this. Okay, and now I need to know what is the size. I will remove for now the overflow height, just so I can see the. I will also don't display this image because it by percent and the screen width will getting bigger, so don't display. Right, so now I need to know what is the width of this text on tablet. So I can see that I have lots of space here, so I will start to drag it. Right, and it's something like this. Alright, so let's be alright. So I will copy this number and I will pass it to the second one, and because I play with it, it's change its position, and I need to update the tablet to these pixels. Same for mobile. Let's go to mobile, and now I want to make it smaller. Let's say 20 pixels or 24. And let's select the second element, edit text, 24. Alright, and I will increase the margin to 15. Oh, I remove it from here. Alright, so now again we need to find the exact width of this element. something like this. Let's make it right, and I will select the second text element and make the first one a line, 15 from top and bottom, and I will again use the cascading rule to bring it back to hidden, the container, and it's cascade down to the mobile. Alright, and I need to change it to these pixels. So let's publish the site. So, oh, and I forgot to call this function. So this function, what it does, it's set the text width depending on the screen width, but it's happened only once when you are loading the site. So if we inspect it, and let's change to tablet. Okay, we need to see that it's working. So iPad, let's refresh the site. See the white gap. We don't have the image right here, but we are just seeing that everything is working okay. So what happened? Maybe, did I publish the site? I don't remember. Let's see what is going on. Overflow. Show. On tablet we have a problem, right? Let's see. This is the first element, and this is the second one. No, it should be okay. So let's copy it again. This is tablet. Alright, so let's try again. Actually, it's looking okay. I have white. What's happened? Oh, because my line is making everything bigger, I think. So let's go back and make sure. Okay, I think I know what is the problem. So this is the line. It's 100 VH. This is the box. It's 100%. Overflow hidden. Maybe this is the problem. Let's refresh it. And now I don't have overflow. Yeah, I think it's look okay. The overflow is the problem. Alright, so now let's go to mobile. Let's choose iPhone and let's refresh it, and let's just wait. You see the window width is 320 pixels as here. Alright, looks like it's working. So all we need to do is to bring back our image. So let's display it just so we have a beautiful design. Let's make it a bit bigger here in tablet, 40% and 55 on mobile. Let's publish it, and voila, we have the effect. Alright, so guys, I think this is like easier than you think, so please give it a try, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, And also I will add all the code right here so you can copy paste it, and please follow the steps and you will make it, I'm guaranteed. So that's it. So till next time, keep building amazing sites on EditorX.